Hey, it's me again, and since my dorm mates are not here like they were last time, I don't have to talk in a whispery, quiet voice that sounds like I'm hiding from the mafia or something. But anyway, since I figured I should do something, I was bored. But anyway, so I decided, hey, what should I talk about that's easy and I don't have to really think about much? Yeah, I got World of Warcraft Cataclysm! Hell yeah! And it's bitchin', it's awesome, it's fantastic. And yes, I love every minute of it. So, what's so awesome about World of Warcraft Cataclysm? Well, for one thing, it revamped the entire frickin' map of Azeroth. And for those of you who don't know, that's the planet in the game. Well, they didn't revamp the entire thing, actually. But what they did, what I thought was very important, was they gave the troll race of the Horde their own starting area, which I thought was important because I guess I'm just biased towards trolls, mostly because I can only play as a troll. I've tried other races and it didn't end well. I don't know, maybe it's just a culture thing. I just don't get it. A lot of, like, I love the orcs, I love all the races of the Horde, except for maybe the Blood Elves. Yeah, I don't understand what it is, but I can't play Blood Elves for the same reason why I can't play any of the Alliance races. Like, I've tried multiple times, but I don't know. It was just the Alliance races. I was always very well aware that I was just playing a game, that I was doing these tasks, that they didn't seem very fun. It was just go here, kill this, go here, kill this. Whereas the Horde, the story was more engaging. Another thing I also noticed about Alliance races is that all their quests that really pissed me off required teamwork. And that's not a bad thing, but the problem is that most people who play in Alliance, well, everyone I've met, there's probably a lot of nice individuals who play Alliance. But a lot of the people that I've met online are not. They're all just the best way I can describe it, it's like there's a construction crew and everyone's trying to be the foreman by telling you, oh, you're not doing it right, noob. That's not how you do it. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, good lord, this is not worth it. Whereas Horde quests seem more individually tasked. Like, you could pull this shit off if you're creative enough. Whereas, oh god, I remember this one area in the Alliance. Oh god. I made a human warrior and I'm running through it, and I forget it where it is. It's after the 4 or 3 corners. I forget. I'm not very well versed in Alliance. I know it's north of Duskwood, I think. Darkshire, I think. Yeah, Darkshire, not Duskwood. God. Yeah, but north of Darkshire, and there's this one quest that requires you to run. I'm not freaking kidding, through this gnoll-infested area, and all these gnolls will gang up on you like nobody's business. And right next to that area, I mean, right next to where the gnolls are, is like this area filled with all these orcs who can, like, clearly kick the crap out of you. And they will. They'll do it. They'll beat you like a pinata on a birthday party. Only instead of presents and candy, you release organs and blood and loot. I'm assuming, but then again, I don't think NPCs loot. That would suck. You know, they'd be like the freaking gremlin things from the Ultima series. Ugh, freaking hated those things. Anyway, but like I said, I'm trying to make a point is you can't do those quests unless you have a group. And I'm just not a group person. I love the solo questing. I love solo questing. Oy. But yeah, I mean, the one thing I'm really glad about in a rep perspective wise is they fixed the damn timber maw. The bears, you know, the walking, talking bears. They fixed that problem because, good lord, I remember before this expansion, I remember you'd had to kill thousands of those little guys and look for their feathers that would give you like 250 rep each for stacks of 6, and so few of those damn bears had feathers. And then you kill and kill and kill and kill, and you're like, oh god, yay! It's like, oh god, I just wasted 3 weeks killing bears for these other bears. Yay! But you know, you can do it in like 2 days. I'm like, hell yeah! Awesome! This is great! Is there anything special that goes with it? No, not yet. Fudge. You stink. Oh yeah, so another thing that I really did kind of like about this Cataclysm thing is before I was like, why is Garrosh sticking around? And for those of you who don't know, Garrosh is some dude we found in Outland, if you've played that far. And the entire time, he's whiny. He's basically the son of the dude who freed the orcs from the demons, and that's a whole long-ass story I'm not going to go into. Unless I feel like it, but then again, maybe not. But specifically, my trepidation with Garrosh had to stem from the fact that, you know, when you see him in Outland and in Northrend, what he starts off as is like this whiny, you know, he's kind of sad, he's depressed, he can't really do anything for himself kind of orc. Because, you know, he's like, I failed, and they're all refugees and bullcrap, and then, you know, you get him back up, you're like, come on, man up already. It's like, for the love of God, you're an orc. Find your pride, find your courage. And you get him out of his slump, and then, as time goes on, he stops being depressed, and slowly starts descending towards this kind of mentality of, we're horde, we take what we want. And I'm sitting there going, wait, what? I mean, I understand the mentality, but you seem kind of provoking. Like, the entire time in Northrend, every time I saw him, he was, like, pissing someone off. Mainly the King of Stormwind, which, I'll admit, that was kind of funny, but I don't like the King of Stormwind. He's irritating. Exceedingly so. You know, you eventually pull him out of his stupid whiny phase, and you take him back to Azeroth with Thrall. And Thrall's like trying to be his mentor and all that crap, and you don't think it's really sinking in. And I didn't think it was sinking in, because the guy acted like a warmonger the entire time. Like, rah! I'm like, oh, shit. No, please. I don't want the Horde to be evil. We're not evil. Don't make us evil. And then they turned him into our war chief, and I was like, what? But Garrosh? Thrall made Garrosh our war chief? Are you? Oh, good. We're gonna fudge. This is the Thor's gonna burn in flames. But no. Apparently, Garrosh was listening to everything Thrall says, because there's a one quest. I'm not spoiling it for you. I'm not gonna spoil what the quest is, and I'm not gonna tell you where the quest is, because, well, I don't spoil things. Well, I do, but not in this case. I hope. Anyway, so you have to do something bad, and you know it's bad, and you try to stop it, but you can't stop it anyway. And the dude who you're working for at the time is trying to teach you that you must do what he says. So he goes, yeah, okay, let's do this. And like he's not punishing you because you try to stop him, but he is in fact going to make you sit and watch this horrible thing unfold. And you do it, and a bunch of people die. People that may have been Alliance, but they were innocent. They weren't trying to stop the Horde. They weren't trying to destroy the Horde. They were just existing in the place that this guy wanted to conquer. And, you know, he's under Garrosh Hellscream's command. And so you're like, oh, good Lord, what have you done? I can't believe you did this. Like, no. And then Garrosh shows up like, you I'm like, oh God, wait, you're pissed? And he's like, you son of a... And the guy's like, wait, no, but my lord. But then Garrosh cuts him off with, you killed men, women, and children, all innocents. And my favorite line is, wise man once told me, honor, never forsake it. And I was like, hey, maybe Garrosh isn't bad. And the Garrosh guy grabs the guy and tosses him off a cliff. And I was like, okay, I'm getting behind you now. That was awesome. I mean, yeah, and there's another point in time and another quest that I'm not going to spoil, but it involves demons, and someone talks you into, look, let's just use this. I mean, look at all this power, and you're like, oh, I want the XP, so okay, and you do it, and you end up going to Garrosh, and you go to Garrosh because the person who talked you into it's like, look, we did a bad thing. I know we did a bad thing, but you know, maybe you could talk to Garrosh on my behalf, and you're like, oh, you seriously are sending me to, oh. Alright, and Garrosh is pissed.